Why your dropshipping store isn't getting sales in 2023. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the troubleshooting and some of the things you can do if your dropshipping site or your Shopify site or your e-commerce site isn't getting sales. So look guys, it is not this magical thing. You have to do work to get sales. And it's funny, I'm part of a lot of Facebook groups, Reddit groups, wherever it is, mentorship programs, where the most common posts from people just starting in this space, and it might seem obvious to some of us, but a lot of people, they make a store, they post a product, and they don't get any sales, and they're wondering why. And they're sitting and they're waiting for sales, and that is the problem. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how to fix that. This is a no frills video. I'm not gonna sell you guys anything. If you wanna subscribe, please consider it. If you wanna learn something, if you stay to the end of the video, I can make you a promise, you will learn something. So let's get into it. So if you're in a position, and don't leave the video if you are getting sales, because there's something to learn here, but if you're in a position, if you've got no sales and you've started a drop shipping site and you're just sitting there waiting for your first sale, or if you're thinking about starting a drop shipping site and you don't know how to get your first sale, look, it's not magic. People aren't gonna find you on their own. You need to get in front of people. And this seems to be the biggest disconnect. They think all the work comes up to the point where you post your Shopify site, you got a product for sale, and then sales come in. That is not true. The work that you've done there is only half of it. I like to say it's 90% of it because correctly picking a product takes a lot of time and effort. That's your starting space, and it's like building a fire. So let's say you want to cook some pasta. I'm gonna make a worldly example here. If you want to cook some pasta, building the fire, right, to boil the water is like picking your product, building your Shopify store, and getting ready to sell. You put the water on the fire to boil, right? And that's posting your product for sale. And then if you don't keep putting wood, obviously the water doesn't boil. Not marketing, not actively getting in front of customers, not being a salesman is not putting wood on the fire. You're not continuing to feed the fire to boil the water to make pasta. I know that's probably a stupid example, but it's the best one that I can kind of like form together for somebody to realize that that's only part of the process of getting to the end goal. The most important process, once you've gotten all that done, is actually selling your product, and it's not passive. By no means is dropshipping, e-commerce, a Shopify business passive. You need to work. At its most passive level, it's just running ads, but in today's day and age, it's not that easy just to run social media ads to drive sales. It's actually pretty hard, and the people that are doing it successfully are doing it after spending about a year both beta testing ad sets, but also getting direct to consumer to get the social proof that you need to actually successfully run ad sets. So there's two things that you need to be doing if you're in this scenario. One, you need to be engaging with your consumer base. What does this mean? If you don't know what it means, you've already failed the first part, but you need to be in Facebook groups, on Reddit, on YouTube, on TikTok, whether it's making content and posting content or engaging, and this is really both of them, engaging in Facebook groups, becoming the group expert, same goes with Reddit, becoming the group expert, solving problems, providing knowledge for free, and then slowly building up the trust so people can trust you, and slowly then having personal interactions and selling direct to consumer, whether it's giving discounts so they can post their story and their experience with you. That's what I like to do. I like to say, look, after I've developed a relationship in a Facebook group, I'll reach out to a few people that I know that don't have the product yet or don't have a similar product. I'll say, look, I'll give you 50% off if you just post about the product, if you like it, only if you like it, after the fact in the Facebook group. And that's how I build organic social proof, but organic sales that cost nothing to me other than the initial 50% discount, which should cost you a net zero if you've priced your products correctly, and will drive sales at full price for free, no ad spend. While I'm doing that, I'm also gonna start beta testing social media ads. I'm gonna go through Facebook, Meta, and TikTok, and this is gonna take about, I'd say 3 to 6 months depending on your ad spend. My rule of thumb is about $25,000. It takes about $25,000 to find an ad set that you can actually start feeding, and that's at the very lowest end. $25,000 is at the very lowest end. Do you need 25 grand up front? Absolutely not. You should be iterating through $500 to $1,000 ad sets, or if you're really just getting started, maybe $100 per ad set, but you need to be looking at them pretty actively and really analyzing. And the goal here is to be working through ad sets to find the best and most profitable one, but you sure will find some ones that will still make cash flow, so you're not losing all this money, it's just starting to eat away at your profit. The goal is to be negative in the first couple weeks, net zero for a couple months, and then profitable in the long run, and that's what will allow you to run higher volume and higher ad spend ads. But those are the two things that you need to be doing actively. If you're not doing those, if you find yourself not doing those, let me be clear, you're not gonna get sales. People aren't going to magically find your site. There's no magic behind it. It's hard work, right? It is hard work, but that's what we do for wealth building, success, the entrepreneurship, the drive for entrepreneurship, whatever it is. So if your site isn't getting sales, those are the things that you need to be doing on a regular basis. If you're not doing them, you're not going to get sales. If you've got further questions, let me know in the comment section below. Shoot me an email. I'm happy to help. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully I see you because there's a lot to learn on this channel, and I'll see you guys there.